How often would he beat you?
Too much.
Would he only use a belt?
Why do you do this to me?
What else would he use to hit you with?
Ironing cords. Whatever's around.
What was that like?
Well, I didn't have it that hard because he used me as the example. It was like, do it like Michael. You know, and he practiced us with a belt in his hand. And if you miss a step, expect to be...
Just let me go back. You just said that you would practice the dance steps and your father would be holding a belt in his hand. Is that what you just said?
Yes. And he would tear you up if you missed. And so we, not only were we practicing, we were nervous rehearsing because he sat in the chair and he had this belt in his hand. And if you didn't do it the right way, he would tear you up.
What happened when they arrested you? What did they do to you?
They were supposed to go in and just check fingerprints and do the whole thing that they do when they take somebody in. They manhandled me very roughly. My shoulder is dislocated, literally. It's hurting me very badly. I'm in pain all the time. See this arm? This is as far as I can reach it. Same with this side over here.
Because of what happened at the police station?
At the police station. And what they did to, if you saw what they did to my arms, it was very bad what they did. It was very swollen. I don't want to say.
But how
You'll see.
We were given this photograph said to be taken after Michael Jackson was released on bail. Jackson says the swelling above his wrist is where the police handcuffed him. How did they do it? I mean, what did they do?
With the handcuffs, the way they tied them too tight behind my back.
Behind your back?
Yeah, and they put it in a certain position knowing that it's going to hurt and affect my back. Now I can't move. It keeps me from sleeping at night.
How did you feel when they went into Neverland? I mean, with a search warrant. I mean, what were they looking for? What did they take?
My room is a complete wreck. My workers told me, they said, Michael, don't go in your room. They were crying on the phone, my employees. They said, if you saw your room, you would cry. I have stairs that go up to my bed. And they said, you can't even get up the stairs. The room is totally trashed. And they had 80 policemen in this room, 80 policemen in one bedroom. That's really overdoing it. And they took knives and cut open my mattresses with knives. Just cut everything open.
So you haven't been back there?
I've been back there, but not in my bedroom. I won't live there ever again. I'll visit Neverland. It's a house now, it's not a home anymore. I'll only visit there.
Were you under the influence of drugs or alcohol that impaired your ability to understand what you were doing?
It could have been medication, yes.
Okay, what medications were you taking in about January of 2003?
Could have easily have been pain medication because I had some serious injuries on tour.
Okay. On what tour?
I had a serious fall. I'm not sure it was the tour. It was a show that we did, a benefit show. And I had an accident also at home. So I'm sure it's something to do with that.
How long during 2003 were you impaired because of the taking of prescription medication?
I don't know.
Was it most of 2003?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Did Dr. Forsheim prescribe that medication for you?
No, it wasn't Forsheim.
Okay.
I think it was a local.
March 31, 2003, were you still impaired because of the taking of prescription medication?
Could have been.
Okay. Now, during the period of time you were impaired by the taking of prescription medication, was this an impairment that lasted like all your waking hours, or did it come and go?
comes and goes. Not all of your waking hours, of course not.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, during the period of time you were taking this medication where you weren't impaired, did you ever tell one of your advisors that you were concerned about your impairment and they better watch what you're signing during this period of time?
Not that I recall.
As of July 3rd, 2003, were you still at times impaired because of the consumption of prescription medication?
I'm not sure.
It's possible you were still impaired.
Could be.
Do you think you were impaired when you remember writing, I'm sorry, do you think you were impaired when you wrote MJ Decide?
I don't know.